Super easy Kit Kat Fudge.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone, starting off with 50 grams of butter, which is about 1.8 ounces or about a quarter cup of butter. Put that in a medium-sized saucepan, add 1 can, 300 mils or 10 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, and then 2 tablespoons of corn syrup or golden syrup, depending on where you live. You can use the light or the dark, doesn't really matter. Now you're going to heat this over medium-low heat until it is nice and hot. Now the original recipe says to bring it to a boil, but you know what? This is really hard to do without burning the bottom, and you can see some little bits of brown coming up. That was the bottom starting to burn. I didn't let it come to a boil. I just basically heated it up until it was nice and hot. It was almost at the boiling point, and then I added in 290 grams or 10 ounces or about a cup and a half of chocolate chips. These are semi-sweet, but you could use whatever kind of chocolate you want. You could use milk chocolate pieces, or you could use those candy melting wafers, the chocolate ones that people use to make those little candies in the molds. Regardless, make sure you stir it very well so that it's nice and smooth, and then take half of it and put it into the bottom of an 8 by 8 inch baking dish that's been lined with parchment paper or aluminum foil. If you use foil, make sure you grease it well so that it doesn't stick when you try to take your fudge out later. And then take some Kit Kat bars and you're going to line the top with them. I used 4 Kit Kat bars, that have 4 little bars on each. Left a little gap in between each of them, and then take the remaining fudge mixture and gently spread it on top. You don't want to move those candy pieces around too much. You want them to stay nice and even, and then just make sure the top is even. And then as a garnish or as a decoration, whatever you want to call it, chop up 1 additional Kit Kat bar and sprinkle it on top. Spread it around, press it in a little bit so that it sticks, and then you're going to put this whole thing in the refrigerator and allow it to chill so that it hardens up. And then cut it into pieces. And here it is. It's a nice cheater fudge, if you know what I mean. It's a cheater fudge because it wasn't cooked for a long time on the stove and lots of beating and things like that. You've got the crunchy Kit Kats in the center of it. And I love Kit Kat bars, so this is right up my alley. I'm going to be bringing this one to work, and I'm sure my coworkers are going to be very, very happy when I do. I have several different fudges on my fudge playlist, including more cheater fudge recipes and even the old-fashioned cook it on the stove for a long time and pray for the best kind of fudge. On your screen now are 4 examples of different kinds of fudge. If you're interested, check it out. The link to the playlist will be in the description box below.